right now with John DeAntoniis on the left lane. Lane 13. Solid 7-pin for John. John starts out with a spare in the face. Nice crowd gathering behind the championship pair. It's been a
good crowd watching too, over 200.
Yeah, good crowd online, good crowd in person. It's been pretty great conditions and support from the crowd across this weekend. Been some good bowling to watch, and hopefully we get more of the same in the championship match. Bernie Hipkins, strike.
Feel the burn.
Nine last to fall, solid 1-2 crossover hit. Bernie throwing the set of red and black comets that is probably worth as much as Jeff Bezos at this point, how much money he's won with them. See Bernie's shirt, 8-time DPBA champion. He's a 13-time Pop Witten champion. This would be his 22nd overall professional victory if he can defeat John here. For the double, yes! John DeAntoniis staring down an opening double from Bernie Hipkins as he carries on a tight hit 10-pin last to fall, coming back out of the gutter. And Bernie, determined not to go 0-2 to John in the championship match, lays down the gauntlet right away. See how John responds. Solid 5. Well, they say, Dave, 9 spare doesn't beat triple.
No, it doesn't. You can try, but it never does.
Bernie out the chute with a double, and John looking at 2 9 spares. John shooting the 5, got to throw the same ball. And he touches it on the right side. We are all marked to start the match. And really, Dave, what else would you expect?
More people to show up because we're almost around 250.
All right, well, keep it going. Share it. Tell your friends. We got 8 frames left in this long weekend of live coverage.
Sponsored by Long Drink.
Sponsored by Long Drink. They've been great. They've been great to us.
You set it up. I hate it.
Yeah. Knocked that one out of the park, Dave. Third box. John DeAntoniis taking a little extra time in that free shot routine. Going for $2,300 first place prize in this game. Spare fill for John. Bouncing away from the pocket. Needs that head pin to stand, and it will. 7 count for John DeAntoniis. Leaves the 179. Awkward shot to make here. Probably going to play the left side of the head pin. Got to catch something off the wall. Goes for the right side. Almost made a liar out of me. Leaves the 9. And that, of course, if you shoot the right side, that is the tough pin there, is to get the 9 out.
Almost had the people's elbow come down on that 9 pin.
Yeah, that head pin elevated, hit the back mat above the pin cushion, or the pit cushion, and almost fell back down into the 9. Probably about 6 inches behind that 9 pin. John drops the pin, 45 through 3. Bernie comes up working on a double opposite an open frame. This is normally when Bernie Hipkins against anyone else would smell blood. John, obviously a formidable opponent. We'll see what Bernie can do here in the third. Triple strike. Bernie, I will jog your memory, folks, that the first time Duck Pinster ever made any sort of appearance at Highland Bowl, Bernie Hipkins was the victor with an all-mark 197. He only had a double strike in that game. He has started this one with a triple strike. That championship match was against Jesse Deach.
All right, that's a lot of burn being felt by John now. How much more burn do you think he can feel?
Bernie has thrown 3 balls in this game and already has 60 pinfall with 2 counts. Can he make it 4? Possibly. High and tight. 4-pin. There it goes. Bernie Hipkins, 4-timer out the chute. That is a massive number to be staring down already for John DeAntoniis, who has yet to strike in the game. Bernie Hipkins, perfect through 4. John trying to carry one on his own, and another 9 drop leaves the 6-pin.
Yeah, 9 drop is not going to beat 4
9
bagger.
spare doesn't beat 4 bagger. It never has, and it never will.
But
that being said, John has to make it. These are already a must. John at the 6-pin, and he's got it in the face. Well, a fun score line that we don't get to say through 4 very often. Bernie Hipkins on 90 and 2 counts, which you can't get any higher than that for those that might have been wondering. 90 and 2 counts to John DeAntoniis' 55 and 1 count. So already 35 and a hit, the lead for Bernie Hipkins, and John has thrown 3 spares and 4 frames, all singles. See if he can get his first strike on lane 13. Bouncer. Is that what it takes? Is that what it takes? Good to know, says John DeAntoniis. Double dribble into the 3-6 pocket and twists right between that 1-2. Strike on spare 75 plus and a half, and he's still nowhere in this match. Bernie Hipkins has a chance to make Duck Pins Forever history and throw the front 5 in a championship match. I can tell you that's never been done. High and tight.
Ooh.
And there goes the perfect game and the world record at the same time. And the state record, because the state record's the world record. 87 in the 3rd frame for Bernie Hipkins. 2-4-6 standing. Oh. In Bernie Hipkins' 15 frames of championship match bowling on Duck Pins Forever, that is his first open frame. His last appearance here, like I said, was an all-mark 197. He is already on pace to beat that. Oh, of course he makes the 10 to keep the all-wood game alive. A sensational 115 first half. He leads by 40, but he's down a hit. Our championship round coverage and coverage all weekend long on Duck Pins Forever, brought to you by Long Drink, the canned cocktail company from Finland. If it's ready to drink, it's ready to enjoy. Take a break with the Long Drink. Second half of the match, Bernie Hipkins gets us started on lane 13. Very light. Are you kidding me? That heaping pile of trash. 7, 8, 10, tripped out of the back row. Bernie with that working ball, I guess.
Well,
the last 2 strikes on lane 13. Quite a bit of luck.
Well, John finally found a strike, and now he's going to need more of them.
Yep, and he's opposite a strike from Bernie. Can he catch a double? Yeah. Off the side. Get that 6-pin to go. Tough shot. 1, 2, 6, 8.
I feel a lot better shooting this without the 10.
You mean the right side 6-pin?
No, with the 6-pin there, I feel a lot better shooting.
Oh, versus the 10-pin, yes.
Than the 10-pin.
Yeah, understandable. He's got it. Oh, nice shot for the first time in a while. Actually, the first time since the first frame. Hits are even. Hits are even, and John DeAntoniis trails by 30. I think he's actually
after a 4-bagger only being down 30 is
4-bagger out the chute, and your opponent has 5 strikes and 6 frames. Mind you, we are bowling Duck Pins, and he has 5 strikes and 6 frames. To only be down 30, that's a gift. 7th frame. Look out. Only 8 that time. John 103 through 6. Gets a break. Leaves the 1-3. John at the pocket for the spare, bounces it in there, and he gets it. Taking a look at which board he hit. Ball bounced right, kicked back left, and hit it solid. Yep. Nothing but net. Yeah, no kidding. Not a DeGraff or a Rosano. Bernie's doing just fine. See if he can throw another strike. 5 for 6. Trying to make it 6 for 7, but he leaves the bedpost. 7-10 split. I mean,
all right, John will call back a few more pins here.
Hold all tickets. Almost to that point. John should be clawing back some pins here. Count will be similar in the 7th. I mean, that would have just been stupid if Bernie made that. But
I'd have left.
Yeah, well, we could have just packed up and gone home. Hand him the money, long drink, thanks. What do I even ask Bernie anymore? He sat here so many times. Bernie takes the 10-pin on the second ball, looking to keep that all-wood game going. Bangs down the 7-pin. It's 144 to 113 plus. So John loses a pin in count there, but gains a hit. I think that's the first time this game John DeAntoniis is up a hit.
I think the question to ask him will be, when will his wife stop letting him bowl in tournaments and taking all of our money?
Probably not anytime soon. Up 31, down a hit. This is the 8th frame. 3 frames to go for the Star Championship match. Bernie in the 1-2 pocket, and he strikes again. 6 out of 8 in the championship match for Bernie Hipkins. He is perfect on lane 13, 4 for 4.
And on 200 watch.
He's on 200 watch for sure. Has to fill frames out to get to 200. John DeAntoniis, I still don't think he's dead yet. But the strike ball...
I mean, John only has 1 open.
The strike ball is going to be required. John, only 1 open. You're correct.
Oh, hello.
Oh, had to get that one to go. You feel like he had to get a strike up there in the 8th, the double in the 9th. Trails by 22. Even hits if he can spare the 7-pin here. I think any open at this point from John DeAntoniis, and it's practically game over. 7-pin. Ooh. Safe at the plate. He wasn't too certain.
All right. 22 pin difference.
22 pins down with 2 to go. Hits are even. You would think, honestly, this is credit to John DeAntoniis, because against anyone else, this wouldn't even be a game right now. But John has plugged away, to say the least. He is 4 for 4 on singles. Made a 2-pinner, made a 4-pinner. His only open in the 3rd. 9th frame. Got to paint the box. And that is less than ideal, even though he gets a little easier. That 6 count is not great. The most John can shoot now is 188, and there are plenty of avenues for Bernie Hipkins to step up 9th, 10th, and shut him out. 1, 2, 7, 10, maybe.
Ooh.
A little full on that head pin. John's 2nd open of the game. Bernie also has had 2 open frames, but Bernie with the 4-bagger and the advantage of stringing strikes together. 2 perfect frames to start the games, 30 and 60. John with 10 here, make it 9. And with 147 in the 9th frame, now a max of 177, there are more than enough ways for Bernie Hipkins to shut him out.
Bernie can go
wood, and will shut out John DeAntoniis for that 22nd professional victory. Bernie, another strike here. It's over.
I don't think that one
tugs it way left. David, say it.
Walkersville says hi.
Walkersville says hi. Leaves the right-hand side zigzag, the 5-6, 9-10 with the 7-pin over on the left. Bernie's got to kick something off a wall to make this. Ooh. Bad count. Yeah.
Not really.
The only way it's a hold all tickets is if he holds no wood here, which I find that hard to believe. Bernie, you know what? He's human. He does what we all do when we try to shoot that shot. He picks the 9.
All right.
Bernie picking the back pin. There's hope for all of us.
Bernie up 20, so a 10 box does not shut John out.
No, he got... Oh, he did get 7 there? Yeah. No, this is not over. Bernie, any kind of mark will win it. 10 box does not shut him out. Guarantees him no less than a tie. For the win. Oh! Another strike. Bernie Hipkins is going to take the win at Highland Bowl this weekend. I like his chances. Keep all of his appendages behind that painted line. Keep it on the lane. There's another strike.
Oh, no.
No, really?
Oh, no.
Come on. Dave Jones.
His only spare of the game.
Would it be his only spare of the game to shoot 187? 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 10. Come on, Bernie, do it. Oh. Bernie Hipkins is going to take the win with a sensational 7 strike, 184. That is a fantastic championship match. They deliver the goods on that one.
There's a lot of balls being thrown at the headpin that crushed everything.
No, and some that weren't that crushed everything. But the fact that John was even able to stay competitive in that game for as long as he was, that's pretty impressive. Penalty. Oh, I wanted to spare there for the penalty shot, but we're not going to get it. After
one last Deadwood cycle.
After many, many, many hours of live coverage this weekend, this is the final ball of the tournament. It's in the hand of John DeAntoniis. Shooting at the 8-pin, he is unsuccessful, and that is it. Your final score, Bernie Hipkins, 184. John DeAntoniis, 156. And Bernie Hipkins wins his 9th DPBA star and 22nd overall. That microphone out and on. You know what to do with that.
Yes.
Have a seat with me, sir.
All right, can you hear me?
I think we're good, Bern. So I jokingly said this in the past because you've won so many times, but I said I was going to ask you this question because I was going to run out of questions to ask you. So what did you have for breakfast this morning, Bernie?
Just up here with the great establishment known as Dunkin' Donuts. Up north, they're everywhere, and I stop by both Saturday and Sunday to get my fix.
There we go. All right. Well, now we know. Now we know what Bernie Hipkins eats for breakfast because we run out of things to ask you, but we'll go with today's action. You found yourself in a familiar spot in bracket play in the Pro Tour. You found yourself in overtime with the DeAntoniis. Yep. Talk to me about that. What that felt like.
Well, I fought off the 3 middle rips there through the middle of that game, and it was looking bleak. Colby was giving me a chance toward the end there. He had a great ball fed spare and just was unfortunate and picked that 2-pinner at the end. That 7-10 in overtime was off a better ball than what he threw as well. So it's a little bit of fortune that goes with it. Blessed to have that opportunity.
As we get into the championship match, I was just doing a little arithmetic here. You now have a championship match average on Duck Pins Forever of 190, and your 10 box in the 5th frame of that championship match was your first open in a championship match at Highland Bowl. So you lead from the high qualifier position. You find yourself, would you shoot about 800 in match play today?
760.
So over 150 average in divisional play. You get yourself to the championship match. You throw a massive score in the championship match. What is it about Highland Bowl that allows you to score so well, perform so well, besides the fact that you're Bernie Hipkins?
I really like the wood lanes. There's no secret out there. My ball works on wood really well. So Highlands, it has that feel to it for me. I'm familiar with when I'm bowling back in Hagerstown, so I feel comfortable here. Definitely throw the type of ball that works well here, and I've been fortunate. A lot of those strikes, there's a degree of luck in this game, and a lot of the strikes I was fortunate to have the connection to fall. It's just a comfortable feel here for me.
There was no shortage of connections as you dropped 7 strikes in that championship match. But correct me if I'm wrong. This is now your 22nd time winning a star.
Yes.
13-9.
Yes. 13.
So you find yourself in this position for the 22nd time in your career. I've asked you this before, but thoughts on the win and anyone you'd like to thank? Last question.
Well, got to thank my travel partner for the weekend, my wife Julie. She's back, hopefully listening to this of some sort. Family.
She's in the comments.
Home. She's there. Family at home watching. I appreciate being in touch with them and them supporting me through these travels. Todd, they do a heck of a job here in this family. Aubrey, Ty, we saw on on the broadcast, I believe, in the final. So it's definitely a family feel here, and they do a great job keeping this place running great. Okay,
that's about it.
I know I'm probably forgetting people, but that's where my thoughts stop.
Okay, well,
thank you guys.
Yeah, we'll do
thank you and Dave for coming up
and those folks
and Long Drink. That's right, Long Drink for the sponsorship. So that's this production here is very very good for the sport.
I know on this production desk and sometimes online we poke fun at the fact that Bernie wins again or Bernie's in the final again, but it is truly fun to see a run like this that you're putting on for the 22nd time. Bernie's a champion. We do the on-camera handshake again, and Bernie, we'll hope to see you in this seat again for number 23.
Thanks, Nick. Yep.
All right.
See you later. Thank you.
That leaves it with you, Dave.